Today we're going to be dyno testing the Banks Derringer tuner and pedal monster on that 2025 L5P DURAMAX. So apparently it is very hard to dyno these trucks. They just want a downshift and everything. I need to be able to see if the torque converter is locked. Now the Banks iDash that comes with the Banks Derringer tuner has a setting in it, or has a display where it shows me if the torque converter is locked. So it also has stock mode, and stock on the Derringer tuner is 100% stock. So we're just going to install this tuner and then play with it on the dyno, and we can go stock to level 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever we want. But this is the actual Derringer tuner, and it comes with your iDash right here. I have one of these in my personal truck, my 2022 Ram 3500, and I absolutely love it. Also, I should say that if you want anything from Banks, I will have a link in the description along with a discount code so you can save some money. Basically, the Derringer tuner just piggybacks into 4 sensors on the truck that are all fairly easy to access. And then you plug it into the tuner, plug it into OBD, and that's pretty much it. That's why if you ever had issues with your truck, you could just unplug this stuff and there's nothing, no footprint left on the ECM, because you're not actually changing the calibration in the ECM. You're just using the Derringer to change how the truck acts with the sensors so that naturally you will gain more power and better fuel economy. So this should plug in like that. And then this will plug into the existing like that. Banks has a really good installation video on this, so this isn't like a full-blown how-to video. You can just kind of see roughly what the process is. This should be the fuel sensor, and you literally just intercept it. It's like this. Also, this kit I believe is specific to the 24 and newer L5P DURAMAXs, but they do make this Derringer tuner for all L5Ps, among other makes and models of engines as well. We got all 4 of our sensors plugged in, piggybacked in. This number 2 injector was a little bit tricky, but it's not too bad. And I believe this will get ran through the firewall or somewhere into the cab of the truck. Gotta take this A-pillar off, and that's where we're gonna be mounting the iDash and running some wires back for a nice clean install. I think so. Drill a little access hole for the cable. This will all get covered up with the iDash mount. We gotta work these cables through this. Banks iDash. This is the Pro data logger version, I think. It's like the better one. And it's basically just gonna pop into this nice holder. We gotta run the wires through here first. Cool. Now you got your Banks iDash right there where you can change power levels, you can do data logging, you can clear codes, check codes if you have that kind of stuff, monitor any single gauge on the truck. So the very first thing we want to do is go into the Banks. We want to connect that. This is the Banks Power app. Connect to iDash Pro. Let's see how easy this is. Oh wow, it just knows right away. Pair, yes. Sign in required. And right away it will say that there's an update available. So we're going to update the Banks iDash Pro as well as the Derringer tuner. We can do it right from the phone. So we're just gonna go ahead, update that really quick, get the latest firmware, and then start the dyno in. Oh, okay. Derringer power level stock, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, level 6. So we want it on stock right now. Do dyno test right now, warm it up a little bit, keep it on stock, and then even if we're not getting the specific numbers, as long as we're keeping everything the same and there's no other variables other than the Derringer tuner, we'll be able to see if we're getting more horsepower like we're supposed to. As you can see, I got my trans gear. It's in park/neutral right now, and then underneath I can see if I'm locked or unlocked. Right now we're unlocked. So that's how we're going to be able to tell what gear we are in the dyno. All right, so we got the Derringer set to stock right now. This truck is extremely hard to dyno because it's a 10-speed. It's got factory speed limitations on it, and it just wants a downshift as soon as we put load on it to really get it aggressive on the dyno. But this is the best I can do. I don't know how Banks themselves do it. I think they dyno their trucks a little bit differently, the way they use their load cell on the dyno. But basically for horsepower, 370 and 360, 360. For foot-pounds of torque, 731, 737. We did have 778, so that was a good one for torque. But that's with the Derringer set to completely stock. So this should be totally stock. Now again, these numbers are lower, I think, in my opinion, than what they should actually be if we were able to have the truck not downshift on us. But anyways, we can only do our best here. We're going to increase the Derringer up to tune level 6, and we're gonna do 3 runs and see what the difference is. We're also gonna take it on the street, and we're gonna do a fuel mileage comparison and get the average. And I think level 2 on the Derringer is supposed to be like the optimal fuel economy setting. So I'm pumped to see that. All right, so if we go up, we want it in number 6 right there. And I don't know, we'll see what happens. I guess we should be well into the 400s, I would assume, as long as we can get to not downshift. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, wow. And we interrupt today's video for our sponsor, which is me, because I never have any sponsors. Delete Your Truck, Not Your Dick. Hoodies and t-shirts are live on the site. They're selling fast. Go get yours today, darkirondiesel.com. 436, 435, and 431 horsepower. And so all of our horsepowers are up in the 400s now. And then our foot-pounds of torque, 867, 872, and 865. So if we do the averages of the first 3 runs versus the second 3 with the Derringer at 6, that's a 68 horsepower increase and 120 foot-pounds of torque increase. Now I know those numbers are a little bit lower than what Banks claims, but again, I don't think I could fully push this truck to 100% because without getting into downshifts. I actually called Banks and spoke with one of their engineers that does all the dyno tests there. His name's Robert, and their dyno's set up a little bit different. They're able to predetermine how long their run's gonna be, and the eddy brake, like the brake in the dyno, can hold it. Mine can't do that. My brake's a little bit different. So that's probably why we're seeing a slight loss compared to what they have. But I mean, that's like 70 horsepower and 120 foot-pounds for a plug-and-play tuner that doesn't void warranty, and it still works with your truck bone stock. Like, I don't know, that's impressive, man. We're gonna take this out on the road now, and we're gonna see the different feels with the different power levels. We're gonna feel the Banks pedal monster, and we're gonna check fuel mileage as well. Engine light's on because we were just dynoing the truck, so it's super cool. Go down the diagonal. Oh, we gotta shut the truck off, I guess. One of the things I love about the Banks iDash is how quickly, when you hit a button, it's very responsive. It's not like other monitors where it kind of has like a 1 or 2 second delay. It's instant when you press buttons, which I love. Engine light is gone. Everything is gone, I think. Easy peasy. So the expectations are 70 to 80 horsepower, which is what we got pretty much. And expect to see quicker 0 to 70 mile per hour times when towing over 15,000 pounds. So this is, their claim to fame with this product is it's extremely good for towing too. What you're not supposed to expect is 0 to 60 times will be the same. And they do this because the Derringer reduces added power between shifts to save your 10-speed transmission. So that's really good for longevity. So it's not like you're gonna take this truck and go race guys at, well, I mean, you could go bracket racing. I encourage everyone to go bracket racing after we won a couple races. Oh man, that throttle pedal. Oh, I'm in, oops. I'm like, why isn't it shifting? I was in manual mode. I'm like, but that throttle pedal felt crazy.
I even noticed that.
Yeah, you noticed that from the camera side? That's crazy, dude. It feels good. I don't know, it feels way more responsive to me. Like a totally different truck, honestly. I'm putting the Derringer to stock right now, and we're going to do a fuel mileage test, and then we'll compare it to, I think level 2 is supposed to be the best for just fuel economy on the highway. Man, it feels so, even in stock with the pedal monster, it feels way better. So we're gonna set this at 70 miles per hour. And we're gonna reset the mileage. This is stock right now. We'll see what we get with the stock programming. And like stock is stock. This means that nothing is changed at all. So we're at 16.5, 16.8 miles per gallon. 17, it's going right around 17, high 16s. It's kind of where it's sticking. Now we're gonna switch it up to power level 2 and reset this. And we'll see what we get for miles per gallon. What? There's no way. 22? 22.3? 21.6? We'll let it even out for a little bit. There's no way. 21.8? We're going the same way we were driving as the first one. 22 miles per gallon. That's insane. They said that it's not uncommon for guys to see like 2 to 3 mile per gallon increase. We're seeing like almost a 4 mile per gallon increase. That's insane, dude. I'm gonna bump this up to level 6 and then reset it again. I feel like when you go higher horsepower, it's still gonna be better on fuel. That's how it is with like delete tuning. Typically like higher horsepower tunes, yeah, 23.7. Get out of here. 24 miles to the gallon. Are you 25? It's going up right now. What the heck? Cruise is set at 70. We're still driving the same way down the highway. Okay, I think it's leveled off at 24 miles per gallon. Dude, that's insane. That's like 6 miles per gallon more. What the freak? We're gonna go to our secret highway here, our abandoned highway that we do all our top secret testing at. We have to do a wide open throttle pull though, because we did on the last one. Just cause. I want to feel the difference. Or should we do stock first? Stock? Alright. Stock, wide open throttle pull. It's got so much lag. You notice how much lag it has?
Yeah.
Off the hop? I wonder if it'll change. Now we're just gonna bump this up to level 6. Oh wow. That's way faster, dude. It still has, I find that it still has a bit of a lag like it does with stock right off the hop. Like when you punch it, it kind of like takes a second, but then the pick up and go is crazy after that. Like way better than it was stock. I've actually never really played with these kind of plug and play tuners, and I must say I'm impressed. I'm actually impressed, because all the tuning that I really do is usually like emissions off tuning, and they actually calibrate the ECM. This is kind of like using the factory ECM parameters and tricking them almost into getting more power and fuel economy out of the truck. And remember, I'll have a link in the description as well as a discount code that will save you additional money if this is something you're interested in. Oh man.
Oh yeah.
It goes, dude. It goes. I mean, there's really no reason to delete your truck if you can get this power and fuel economy out of a stock truck, unless you start having emission problems. And this is awesome. Full warranty. Plus you can do data logging. There's a lot of different settings you can do here. You can really kind of customize everything with your phone. You can use your app, or you can do it through the gauge itself. I just like, you know, I can see that my torque converter is locked. We're in 10th gear right now. I'm gonna give this truck back to the owner, and I'm gonna let him drive it around for the day, and then we're gonna call him and we're gonna get his opinion, because he's put 11,000 miles on this truck, totally stock. So I'm gonna give it to him with the Derringer set to 6, and then we're gonna call him in a little bit and see what he says about it. Okay, just showed up to Joey's house, got the truck right here, and we're just gonna get his reactions driving the truck with the new Banks Derringer tuner. All right, Joey, you ready to see how the truck feels?
I am. Thanks for bringing it by.
Oh, of course. Oh,
Yep.
to 5. So
Yep.
yeah, just hit the up arrow. We'll just give it right to 6 so you can see like the biggest difference.
Yeah, big change.
Like I can feel that
Yeah, you can tell right away.
just from when I drove it. I was just curious to get your reaction, because you've driven this truck for what, 17,000 kilometers?
17,000 kilometers, yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like you would notice
Yeah,
better than
I'm
I
quite
would.
used to the way it was.
Yeah. I'm excited to see what you think towing, because you tow a lot of boats.
I do, yeah.
And this is supposed to be really good for towing. I think that's one of the biggest benefits of the Derringer tuner is the towing capabilities. Well, I had it switched to US units when I was doing the test, and it was like a 6 mile per gallon increase that we found from going from stock up to level 6, which I thought was insane.
Yeah, I mean, my reaction driving in town, I would normally be 11, 12 liters per 100 in town, and I was seeing 6, 7, 8.
That's crazy.
Yeah, big difference.
That's crazy.
Coming from a 3-liter DURAMAX that I previously had,
Yeah.
and was so used to the economy, especially in town.
Yeah.
Buying this truck, I was disappointed, but I did get into a heavier truck.
Yeah.
And something to be expected, but I mean, seeing that in town, that's putting me right back to where my 3-liter
Yeah,
was.
yeah, we're gonna do a highway pull now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Unbelievable change. Yeah.
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 That's awesome. That's good to hear.
Yeah, it takes right off.
I feel like it has way more get up and go, like way more pep to it, you know?
It does, yeah.
I was really impressed with this, considering it doesn't actually invade your ECM. It just kind of complements the factory programming and just tweaks it a bit for better power and mileage. The difference is crazy, I think.
Yeah, the drivability side of things, it's a lot smoother, and yeah, absolutely. Otherwise, you feel like you're in a heavy 3/4 ton shifting through the gears, and this just pulled right through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's awesome. So you like it?
I do. I'm
Okay.
in love. Yeah.
I'm glad you like it.
No, thanks for doing it.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for letting me use your truck so that
Clean
all these people.
Clean install. I mean, it looks factory.
It looks
right?
really good. Well, overall, I'm super impressed. If you guys do want to check out the product, there's a link in the description and a discount code as well. If you want to support the channel, go to darkirondiesel.com. Get yourself some super sweet merch to piss off all the liberals in your family. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you on another video soon.
Fast lane when I pass in the street, bag of money in the passenger seat. Simcoe's been asking for me on the road.